So I'm Ernesto Rojas. I'm an MD PhD student at UCSF. As an MD PhD student, I went to medical school for 2 years to learn about how the human body works, and now I am doing a PhD in the labs of Tippi MacKenzie and Diana Laird. Here I study sacrococcygeal teratomas. They're a tumor that grows in fetuses during early development, and trying to understand how they arise, understand the biology that causes them, and then try to find ways to help families who undergo resections or removals of these tumors, and following up on the patients as well. And so I work around the biology of this, the interpersonal connections between the families, and I was really started in this journey of medicine and science because I was very curious. I was the first in my family to go to college, and so when I started there, I wanted to study biology. I thought the question of where do you and I come from one cell into all of us, I think is really my favorite question in all of biology. And so for my PhD, I'm working in the developmental and stem cell bio program. And through this, I've been able to learn skills and apply them to the question at hand for me, which is studying this tumor that grows in fetuses called sacrococcygeal teratomas. I think for me, the main drive of why I'm doing the work that I do is really to help families who have really rare tumors. And I'm really interested in the ways that asking questions will help families. And so one of the major things that I do is actually go to some of these removals of the tumors to get samples from these patients that they've consented to, and the families are really interested in understanding what happened and why it happened. And so far we don't have a way to tell them that. And I think it's really an honor to be part of the answering those questions for the families. And then personally, I think for me, being a physician and being a scientist really inform each other in how we can ask questions that will really affect these families and then answer them. And then by being a physician, being able to figure out what questions are important to families. And at UCSF, I think especially, and at the IRM, we're able to really connect those two sides in a really interesting and powerful way. And then I think, for me, I was always interested in development. And so this question about, what happens in development and how do we come out, being completely, most pregnancies are pretty standard, but what happens when that doesn't go well? And I think that's really one of the areas that I think a lot of work can be and should be done, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, so I'm originally from Honduras. I was born there, and I came to the U.S. when I was 3. Grew up in L.A., and I'm the first in my family to go to college, and so I'm a very proud immigrant and first to become an MD PhD, where very few of us are the first in our families to go to college. On the fun side, I was actually on The Price is Right when I was in college, and I won a year's supply of steak.